Yeah, gosh, it's such a beautiful place. Definitely have to hit your shots out here. And yeah, I mean, I didn't get to play in 2016. My sister did, and she just told me you really have to hit your shots out here, especially your tee shots. And it's just a really beautiful golf course as well. So you kind of get lost in the nature out here. Yeah, I'm still going to be aggressive. There's a couple holes where I can't hit driver, but majority of the round I will be hitting driver just because you don't want a longer club into these greens. I mean, yes, the tee shots are pretty intimidating, but the greens, the second shot in is pretty tough as well. So overall, I mean, if you have the length, you may as well, you have to hit it. And this is a type of golf course where you just got to sack up and hit your driver. Yeah, I feel like there's so many majors coming up and so many big events. Yeah, I mean, they're two completely different golf courses, with obviously Lancaster being super undulated. I mean, that was such a hard test, and it was just an amazing golf course. But off the tee, it was narrow, but it wasn't as maybe intimidating with the tree line. I think the rough was a little thicker there than it is here, but I mean, if you hit it a little offline here off the tee, I mean, you have a bunch of trees in your way, so you're pitching out majority of the time. But yeah, I mean, I approach every tournament the same and differently. I'm just trying to make a game plan for this week, and every week is just a refresh. I have never been to Paris, and the one thing I'm really looking forward to is the croissants, probably on every corner. I love bakeries and I love baked goods, so that's one thing I'm really looking forward to. And obviously, representing my country and getting to compete in the Olympics is such an incredible opportunity, and I'm just super excited to get there and even just play that golf course. I mean, I got to watch it in Ryder Cup, and to be able to play such amazing golf courses like we do nowadays will be such a treat. You can dwell on the negatives, but that'll never lead you anywhere. So you try to look at the positives. I did hit it really actually good on Thursday afternoon. My course management wasn't very good. I was flying my pins, and I was leaving myself in really tough spots and on kind of bumpy greens in the afternoon. It's kind of hard to be aggressive with your putting and to kind of gain confidence from that. And then I did have a good round on Friday, and I drove it really well. So trying to take the positives from that. But that's golf. I mean, I'm going to go through these situations so many times where I feel like I'm playing really well, and then I'll go through a little lull where golf is the hardest thing in my life right now. So I feel like that's what grows myself as a person, and that's what makes me appreciate the sport so much, and that's what makes me appreciate the wins and the highs and the good shots and the crowds out there as well. I feel like pressure is privilege, and that's something that you're the only one that can kind of control that. You can listen to the outside voices, but at the end of the day, I mean, when you have pressure, then you can take it in a positive way that you are doing good and you are playing well. Yeah, I'm just going to stay in my bubble this week, and I'm going to go out and try to execute my shots, be confident in what I have. And this golf course is already hard enough, and if I'm going to put more pressure on myself, then I think it's just going to make it even harder this week. I mean, the dessert was pretty good. Ronnie picked the menu. We had tomato and burrata for our appetizer with some sushi, and then some really good scallops, steak, broccoli. I mean, you can't go wrong with that. And at the end of the night, they asked us, everyone had to speak, and everyone asked if what their favorite Broadway show and what their favorite movie was. And I think three of us were like, we've never been to a Broadway show, so I have not been to one. So maybe eventually I will be. I don't spend too much time in New York, but it was nice. It was very intimate. And it was actually my first time doing a Champions Dinner, just because in the years prior with COVID and everything since my win, it's been quite tough. But it was cool to get us all in a room with everyone.